Good day, we are the third structural group and we are here to present our CE Project 1 progress report. The group consists of Baldoque Mark Kenneth B., Bareliano Allen Ray D., Cavero Lawrence Christopher F., and Santos Ana Camille D.
My name is Lawrence Christopher F. Caverin. I'll be discussing the introduction, beneficiaries, and objectives. Next. To start off, again, our project title is the carport roof and flooring extension of a two-story house. This project is located in Santa Clara Estate at Santa Rita, Giginto, Bulacan, wherein the project would cover 27.15 square meters of the property area. Specifically, we are working on designing a conventional shed roof framing design with a rough floor finish. Next. Our beneficiaries are the residents of Santa Clara subdivision who are living in villa-type houses. These residents aim to have a carport roof and add additional rough floor finishes. Aside from the residents, the construction company that is handling the project, Raka Group Construction and Development Corporation. Next. The main reason for this project is that the residents want their vehicles covered from different weather such as sunlight or rain. Therefore, the objective of the study is to design a structural plan for the carport roof extension, as the plans we received did not have a structural plan. The purpose of the flooring extension is to provide convenience for the vehicle in terms of parking. Next.
So the timetable for this part of the presentation shows our progress for this term and course. So as you can see, the progress of the project is summarized in the table. During the week 1 and 2 of this term, we had undergo project proposal ideation, and by the end of that week, the group concluded that the topic named Design of Carport Roof and Flooring Extension of a two-story house will be used. And it was then approved by our CE Project 1 professor, Engineer Roma Galang. And in week 3, we look for the available and potential project beneficiaries. And as stated in the previous slide, the project beneficiary are the homeowners of Bella type houses in Santa Clara Estates and the Roca Group Construction and Development Corporation. So in the week 4, we had acquired the architectural plan from one of the homeowners which has an existing carport roof. Since we do not have possession of an as-built plan, we will instead design the carport roofing given the said architectural plan. So in the week 5, we started on creating the roof plan. In the week 6, we had created a 3D design of the carport roof using the software of SketchUp. In the 7th week, we modeled the roof truss that we plan on using in the STAAD software. And in this week as well, we had filmed our first progress report. In week 8 and 9, we created the bar layout for the carport flooring. And lastly, in the weeks 10 and 11, we compiled all of our progress and created the progress report in the form of PowerPoint presentation as required by the professor. All of the plans, designs, and models mentioned in this timetable will thoroughly be discussed in the succeeding slides.
Hi, I'm Ana Camille Santos. I'll be discussing the CE Project 1 progress. Next. For the plan, it shows here the architectural plan of the project, wherein the carport roof and carport flooring rough finish only measurements indicated. Next. For modeling using different softwares, the group decided to have a flat roof model, so here is the sample based on SketchUp 3D design. Next. Using AutoCAD, here is the roof framing plan of the project, which measurements based on the architectural plan, which 4.53 meters by 4.92 meters. Next. In STAAD software, Here is the flat truss model. Next. Next.
Hi, I am Mark Kenneth Baldoca and I will be discussing roofing material specification. So for the framing, we will be using 836 steel, while for the roof coverings, we will be using metal deck and wood sheeting. Next. Next. So the slab of our carport will be reinforced with steel bars based on the National Structural Code of the Philippines. So here is the detailed reinforcement layout of the slab with a measurement of 5.43 meters by 4.24 meters. Next. So for the short direction, we will be reinforcing it with 11.25 millimeter diameter at 375 millimeter center to center spacing. While for the long direction, next, we will be using 7.25 millimeter diameter at 285 millimeter center to center spacing. Next. So for the isometric view, this shows the thickness of the slab, which is 120 millimeter with a clear concrete cover of 40 millimeter. In cases where bending, cutting, and lapping is needed, reinforcement bars that we are going to use will be cut into required lengths and bent into required shapes shown on the bar schedule, either manually or by means of machinery. Next.
For the summary, here is the sample project without the carport roof and carport floor finish, and the final outcome of the project which having a carport roof and floor finish. Next.
So the timetable for this part of the presentation shows our detailed plan and progress for the next course, which is CE Project 2 next term. So as you can see, the tasks and their estimated time of completion are detailed. In the first 2 weeks, we will now be assigning in the materials mentioned before in the previous slide in STAAD for the calculations of bending moments and axial forces. In the weeks 3 and 4, we will start on designing the applicable steel section for the roof. These include the detailed connections of each steel section to one another to form the truss. In weeks 5 and 6, we will design the most applicable water drainage system for the flat roof. And in the weeks 7 and 8, we will now proceed to the load calculations and design of the column supporting the whole designed roof, as seen in the SketchUp in the previous slide. By the start of week 9 and 10, we will now be computing for the cost estimates of the materials proposed for our beneficiaries. So the reference for the prices will come from legitimate online websites as well as statements from construction firms, managers, and suppliers. So lastly, in the 11th week, we will be polishing our works for our presentation and preparation for defense. So that concludes our progress report presentation. Thank you for watching.